Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma, and we're going to be going through my Gameweek 23 team selection. Before we get into that, the aim is 150 subscribers before the end of February. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, hit that bell, don't miss any content going up on the channel. And not wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first we look at my Game 22 team review, where I managed to score 41 points. Not the ideal situation, not an ideal score. It was a very poor game week considering the Game 21 score. And of course, in just classic FPL style, as I'm going to explain. So we scored 400, we had 421 overall points, and a red arrow from 106,000 to 142,000. And yeah, the scored value now is 103.7 M and have 0.5 M in the bank. So we had Fabianski in goal with only was it 2 points or 1 point? Can't question, but I think 2 points for Fabianski. Then we had Munoz with 6 points, and Gabriel conceding a goal to Aston Villa 1 point. Lewis Hall scoring 4 points for getting an assist and being subbed off before they conceded the final two goals to avoid getting a -1, which was very, very good. So 4 points for him. Then you had Gordon, only 2 points. And I transferred out Bruno, who scored a penalty. So just a classic FPL style, transfer out someone in the score, and the person who comes in does not score. So 2 points for Gordon, 2 points for Palmer, 2 points for Mbuemo, and 3 points for Salah, all the midfielders blanking there. Then you had Chris Wood, 12 points, goal and an assist, and 3 bonus points. Very good display from him. Then you had Gakpo, who scored 2 points. My initial plan was to bring in Mateta, who of course scored a brace, but in classic FPL style of planning ahead to game 24. We had Gakpo, who only scored 2 points, and then Isaac as well, 2 points, blanking. Then the rest of the bench also blanked with Flecken, Nikolenkov, and Heke Rogers all blanking. So in overall, very bad game week, with blanks galore everywhere. But we move on to game week 23, and yeah. So now let's look at my game week 23 team selection. So for game week 23, this is how the team is going to be lining up. We're not going to be making a transfer this game week because we want to prepare for double game week 24 and be able to maximize on that. So I'm going to be rolling the transfer for this game week, and I hope it is going to pay off. So we're going to be having Flecken in goal against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have gotten their scoring gene form, especially with Mateta now being on form. I'm not expecting a clean sheet, but the good thing about Flecken, he does get a lot of save points as he did against during the weekend. He managed to score 3 points from save points, so that's why I'm going for Flecken in there. And Crystal Palace, you never know, it might end 0-0 or something like that. Then you have Munoz against Brentford. Munoz has been in the last 4 games, he's been involved in a big chance created or big chance missed, and it's very disappointing because it's so close to getting either an assist or a goal, but instead we have Mitchell on the other side getting the goals and assists the same as Gehi. So I think it's only a matter of time before Munoz repays us for bringing him to the team, and that was going to be against Brentford, although there's a conflict there, so maybe a nil will be very much appreciated. Then you have Lewis Hall against Southampton. It's mad that Lewis Hall is now 5.1 million, and I bought him at around 4.3 million, so I've made a lot of cash on him. And I hope against Southampton we can be able to keep a clean sheet, and another cheeky assist will be very much appreciated. And then we have Gabriel against Wolves. Arsenal not keeping clean sheets is a very big concern, especially for how expensive Gabriel is, and Saliba is going to be missing for a few game weeks. So maybe it's worth checking out Gabriel and going for Trent in there. But I think I'll wait for game week 24 to make that decision and hope that against Wolves, who have been conceding goals left, right, and center, that Gabriel can be able to get a cheeky corner goal, very much appreciated. That's the defense and the goalkeeping department. Now let's look at the midfield. So this is how the midfield is going to be looking. They're going to be having Palmer in there against Man City. Just from watching the PSG versus Man City game, and wow, Man City look very awful defensively. Maybe that Ipswich game was just a blip, not a blip. Let me say just something to deceive us, but they looked so poor tonight. And hope that Palmer and Chelsea can be able to exploit their defensive frailties, and hope that Palmer is going to be able to perform. Also, a cheeky penalty goal, very much appreciated. Then we have Salah against Ipswich. Hope that Liverpool can replicate what Man City did to Ipswich and score 6 goals, and hope that Salah can have a Foden type performance and maybe get a hat trick instead of a brace. That will be very much appreciated. Then we have Gordon against Southampton. They didn't have the best game of 22 when they played Bournemouth, but Southampton being one of the weaker teams in the Premier League, I'm sure that Newcastle are going to bounce back with a statement win, and hope that Gordon will be involved in some attacking returns. Then we have Mbeumo finishing off the midfield. They're going to be playing Crystal Palace. A tough fixture, of course. No easy fixtures in the Premier League, maybe apart from Southampton, Ipswich, and Leicester. But I think, and also United, if you want to chuck them in there, and Spurs. But that's beside the point. So I hope that Mbeumo against Crystal Palace can be able to perform and get in some assists and go back to getting some goals and assists against Crystal Palace. Oh, they did keep a clean sheet against West Ham, but I think Brentford a little bit better going forward, and hope that Mbeumo will be able to perform. So that's the midfield. Now let's look at the forward line. So this is how the forward line is going to be looking like. Going to be having Chris Wood in there against Bournemouth. Of course, Bournemouth are going to be a little bit on form at the moment, especially Clivert after the statement win against Newcastle. It's going to be interesting how to see how this match is going to go. But I hope that Chris Wood will be able to continue his form in front of goal and be able to get an attacking return against a very tricky team, very good defensive team. But I hope we'll be able to get some points for us. Then we have Gakpo against Ipswich. As I mentioned with Salah, we also what Man City did to Ipswich, and I hope that Gakpo can be able to be involved in that demolition. If they manage to demolish Ipswich, I hope that Gakpo will be involved. Then finishing off the team is going to be Isaac, who unfortunately his streak in front of goal has ended. I was really hoping he was going to break up Vardy's record, but unfortunately it was ended in the hands of Bournemouth and Co. So I hope that against Southampton can be able to bounce back, and a cheeky hat trick will go a long way to help us in there. So yeah, that's the team for game week 23. Of course, we can finish that looking at the bench. We're going to have Fabianski in there against Aston Villa. I just think Aston Villa are going to score, and yeah, because West Ham look very poor defensively. We now know Mavropanos because he picked up a red card. So yeah, going to be very looking very bad defensively. Then you have Rogers against West Ham. Just another benching dilemma for another game week. So it's a lot of considerations to make in regards on who to play and who to bench. So yeah, then you have Mikolenko against Brighton. He's going to be on the bench. Then also another defensive dilemma with Van Hecke going to be playing Everton. Although Everton did score 3 goals against Spurs, so you never know what might happen. So then maybe just leave Van Hecke on the bench. That's the team for game 23. Looks pretty solid, and it's going to be able to perform as we push for the top 100k. So if you manage to reach this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And with that, I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.